Saturday night, and a matchup worthy of prime time in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. EA Sports College Football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. Has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Quick give. It's Jenkins. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Lowers those pads. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Uh-oh, look out. Got the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Out wide left, it's Smith. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Number 43, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Hampton. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. A designed run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. First play of this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Got an alley. Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Now the toss. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Oh, maybe a double pass. Right side, it's Jenkins. Open spaces. He's at the 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Number 5.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Bringing it back. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wants to throw. It's Hampton. Rush is on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Handoff from the gun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Straight ahead, it's Jenkins. Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll run the screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Jackson will throw. Out wide right, it's Burgess. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
To the back.
And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Running inside. It's Jenkins. Swamped immediately.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And he almost had a pick.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And it's incomplete on third down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
This offense has it with really good field position. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Sparks. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
First down for the offense.
This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Finding some room. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. He gets a block. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Drops back on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Knocked down immediately.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Out wide right, it's Saunders. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The ride. Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sets his feet, it's Hampton. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Sanders. All the way in for the touchdown. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it. Bounds incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Wants to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
3rd and 4. Jackson will throw. He's got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Maybe a double pass. Out wide right, it's Evans. Off and running. Inside the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Briggs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Handoff to the lone back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 9 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's South Carolina able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Loose in the middle. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. At the 20. And they're in for a touchdown. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And what a play to finish it, an 87-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jenkins. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for him.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. There he goes. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Caught behind the line. It's Sparks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get the corner. Now the pitch. Could be an alley. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he's in for the touchdown.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Second and short now after that completion. They're going to run it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They're going to ride this running back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Just had to get rid of him.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Trying to take it back. Continues to fight for yards. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Hits inside, it's Burgess. Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 43, set to kick off.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking downfield, it's Hampton. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Just feeds the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quick completion on the out route. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go. Ready. Set.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready to go.
He wants to throw it. Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone.
Ready. Go, go.
Leaves it in his belly. Got some room headed to the goal line. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the return, it's Atkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, it's Burgess. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
RPO complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Finds his target. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rid of it on the RPO. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
The give. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
Caught, and he's got room. And he's got a touchdown.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. The run inside. It's Jenkins. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Open on the right side, that's Smith. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work.